To my right is Dr. Eric Warren, Director of Competition. Next to him is Austin Dillon. You might have heard this year we're moving up to the Cup Series. He'll be in the number 3 Dow Cheerios Chevrolet. His crew chief Gil Martin is here today as well. Paul Menard, driver of the number 27 Menard Chevrolet. His crew chief Slugger Lobby is with us today. Ryan Newman, new to us this year, the number 31 Cat Quickens Loans Wicks and Quickset. His crew chief Luke Lambert is here today as well. Nationwide Series drivers, Brian Scott, driver of the number 2 Shore Lodge Chevrolet. Not here, got married this weekend, and if you saw his wife, you wouldn't be here too. Speaking of future wives in someone's plans, Ty Dillon got engaged in the off-season. Number 3 Bass Pro Shops, Westco Yingling Light Lager Chevrolet. His crew chief, Danny Stockman, is here. And Brendan Gaughan, number 62 South Point Hotel and Casino. And Shane Wilson, his crew chief, is here as well. On the technical and competition side with us today, Mike Dillon, Vice President of Communications. New to us this year, with extensive F1 experience, Mike Coughlin, Technical Director, and Mark McCardle, multi-winner of the Indy 500 different crews, is our Director of Race Operations. From ECR Engines, we have Richie Gilmore, Chief Operating Officer, and also Dr. Andy Randolph. We also have people from Business Development, Communications, Licensing, and Marketing. So I'm just letting you know the rumor yesterday that some of us wouldn't be here is absolutely false. We are here in force today. Richard is running a little bit late. There was an accident on 85 South, so right around 55 is where it happened. So he's somewhere downtown working his way into here. So if he pops in at any moment, but he is here, so he will be here. I'm sorry, he'll be here in a couple minutes. In the meantime, filling in, pinch hitting at the last minute, our Chief Operating Officer, Tori Galida.
When he walks in, can we all clap for him real loud?
Thank you, Tim. You did a great job. I should have just let you keep going. Good morning, everybody. I'm Tori Galida. I'm doing my best impersonation of a deer in the headlights right now. On behalf of everyone at Richard Childress Racing, including Richard Childress, I want to welcome you this morning. We've got a lot of off-season developments that we want to talk a little about, and we're all really enthusiastically looking forward to the start of another great season. Got a lot of new sponsor partners on board, including Dow, Yingling, Quicken Loans, Wicks, and we also have one more partnership announcement that we want to make today that we're all really enthusiastic about, a new technical partner that we're going to be proud to welcome with us. So Richard hopefully will be here in a few minutes. There's only one person in the room that's happy about that, and that's Austin. He was back in the green room and said, you know, this is great. Richard is always on Ty and I about being late, and now here he is late. So Austin will get the last word today. Be gentle, Austin. Tim introduced our lineup, and I just wanted to take a minute and let each of our drivers say a couple of words. So Paul, we'll start with you as in some ways the elder statesman of the group. You guys all know each other up there, right?
We all know each other for a few years, yeah. Really looking forward to 2014. You know, it's a year of change for sure for not only RCR but our sport. So we're really excited to learn of some of the changes coming down the pipe in our sport. Really looking forward to working with Austin and Ryan this year. Had a good core of guys last year that we're moving along with this year. You know, Slugger and our core of road guys, our shop guys are really strong, and we're welcoming 2 new engineers this year also. So really looking forward to working with those guys. Just excited to get down Daytona and kick the year off. Unfortunately, I missed the testing in Daytona a couple weeks ago. Had some house problems I had to attend to, but really looking forward to getting back in the race car and kicking off 14 on the right foot.
Thanks. Ryan, welcome to the team. We're really glad to have you as part of our Sprint Cup team driving the number 31. How's things going so far?
Well, it's been good. I feel like it's a unique situation for me. First time in my career I've been put together with an organization and a team that it's already established. When I started at Penske, we built a team. When I went to Stewart-Haas, we brought an existing team over and pieced together a bunch of guys. So this time here, it's really about getting to know the people, the names, the faces, and creating that communication from my standpoint. And the easy part is it's already established on their side. So from Luke's standpoint and his leadership and all the other guys, how about a big round of applause for Richard Childress, everybody?
Sorry, Austin.
It's a shame the battery was dead in the helicopter, huh?
I just dread facing Austin Tye because I told him about being on time.
I already covered off on that.
Sorry about that, yeah.
No, I just really look forward to working together with bringing Quicken Loans over and the experiences with Caterpillar and my farming background and love of the outdoors. I just aside from the racing part of it, really look forward to working with our partners and sponsorships and these guys up here from a team standpoint. It's the biggest organization I've ever been a part of. Working together with different drivers and different crew chiefs, and I know Richard's the most excited he's ever been from what he's told me about all the things he's put together to be successful this year. So look forward to a great 2014.
Great. And had you worked at all with Luke in the past, or had you guys met before?
No, we met for the first time basically at the shop, but we've done a Nashville test, a Charlotte test, and the Daytona test, and tomorrow morning, getting off the airplane at 5 degrees, it'll be another Nashville test. So just look forward to continuing the growth of working together, and from my standpoint, really just getting to know everybody. That's the biggest thing. Richard's put together so many people, so many great people that getting to know the names and the faces and tying them together and remembering them is going to be one of my toughest challenges.
Mine too. We have Eric to thank for that. And our last Cup driver, Austin Dillon. And Austin, it's been a real whirlwind since we made the announcement on December 11th. How's everything going? You were really fast down in Daytona a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, things have been great. We've got 2 tests now on our belt with a really solid team. That's what I'm most excited about is the experience that they've put around me with the team that we've got with Gil Martin and the guys. I feel like there's no weak link on that team, and just after 2 tests that we've had, I'm really excited about how fast our cars have been. Eric Warren and the whole gang have really worked hard on putting some speed into RCR this year, and I feel like it's going to show up. And looking forward to working with Ryan and Paul. Both of them have great experience, and I feel like I can learn from both of them. Both of them are very smart guys, and I think we're all open about what we're going to be going against this year, and I think that's what it's going to take to go out there and compete and win races.
Great. We've also got some changes to our nationwide lineup. As Tim mentioned, Brian Scott and his wife, his new wife Whitney, are on their honeymoon, so he's not here. But Brendan Gaughan is moving back up to the Nationwide Series after racing trucks with us last year with his crew chief Shane Wilson. So we're really happy to have Brendan back in a Nationwide car. So he'll be driving the number 62 for South Point this year. Brendan, how's everything going?
Great. We appreciate it. Appreciate Richard changing the 62 because that's a kind of a pretty special number to our family, and it was neat that he was able to change the number for us. And things are looking great. We got Wix filters on board for this year also, University of Northwestern Ohio. The marketing staff at RCR is huge. It's amazing how many people they have and what a great job they do. And it shows up here with how many great sponsors we have and how many open races that are left are very few between all of us. So that's great that we have such a great organization that can sell stuff. I'm excited. I got Shane, basically the same group of guys, which for the first time in a long time is new for me that I'm with the same team. So I'm excited. I got Ty still as my teammate. Brian Scott coming off his best year ever. So the Nationwide Series, had a decent finish last year with Austin Dillon. It wasn't too bad winning the championship and then going to drive for that team. So things look great for us at the 62.
That's great to hear. And our last driver on stage is Ty Dillon, and Ty is moving up from the Truck Series. And so, Ty, how are things going? How's the transition going to the Nationwide Series?
It's been great. Moving into a championship team has been fairly easy. The guys have all the experience, and I've been able to get to know Danny the whole time he's been at RCR with Austin. We spent so much time not just at the racetrack, but away from the racetrack, and I feel like I know the guys already as a family on my team. So I'm excited to get going for this year, and I know we're going to have a great year. I'm very excited. We were pretty fast in Daytona with our backup car, so I'm looking forward to getting back and getting the year started.
That's great. We've invested very heavily in the off season in people, and we've got a really, really talented group of engineers and people on the competition staff, and a great group of crew chiefs. So we're really excited to get to Daytona. We think we've made a lot of progress, done a lot of hard work. been testing a lot, as the guys said. And so Mike Dillon is our VP of competition, and he's here. He'll be available for questions. And Eric Warren is up on stage with us. And I slipped up at breakfast this morning. I called Eric our new director of competition, but he's actually been here since October of 2012, so he's no longer new. But he's done a really great job last season, and in the off season, as you all know, we've added a couple of technical partners, and we've beefed up our engineering staff. So we have Mike Coughlin here, who joined us a few months ago, and we're really happy to have Mike on board, a very talented engineer and talented designer. So he's a great addition to the team, as is Mark McCardle, who joined us full-time last year and is another great addition to the team, and have really, as Paul Menard said, increased our overall engineering staff. So we're coming to Daytona loaded for bear and ready to go. So Eric, how are things going? How have things gone in the off season?
Yeah, I'd like to echo a little bit about what Ryan said about the strength of the organization. You know, last year, it also was the first organization. I didn't feel like I had to build up a lot of resources and a lot of people, and it allowed us over the course of the year to really focus on being competitive. And I think we proved that we were able to win races early in the year as well as late into the chase. And the challenge this year with the new rules, you know, anytime there's new rules, and we've been fortunate to work with NASCAR on those rules, gives us an opportunity to really shine and show our strength, and look forward to that challenge. We've been able to build on the organization technically, and you know, it's exciting. I've worked with Ryan when he first got into the Cup sport, and I spent a lot of time with Austin and Paul last year, so I'm excited about it and look forward to the new rules and new challenges.
All right, great. Also, we've got the guys from ECR here. So Richie Gilmore is here, our Chief Operating Officer at ECR, as well as Dr. Andy Randolph. So they're still a little bit tired. They were both down in Daytona over the weekend, and the Corvettes finished 1, 2, 3, 4 down in Daytona last weekend with ECR Power. So we're all really excited about starting off the season with that kind of a dominating win. So Richie, congratulations to you and everybody at ECR. And Richie and Andy will be here for and available for questions as well. So we've made a lot of changes, off to a really good start, we believe, and as I said, anxious to get to Daytona. RC, good morning. Have you caught your breath?
Getting there. First, I'd just like to apologize for being a little late. I preach about never being late, and I got a big start early, and the wreck was right in front of me. It blocked it for an hour. So I'm here. Again, I couldn't be more excited. This is probably the most exciting year, I think, for RCR, bringing Ryan Newman on. Paul Menard come in for his 4th year, and bringing Austin aboard, moving Ty up. But it's all about the people. The people in an organization is what makes it, and what Mike Dillon, Eric Warren have put together, what Richie Gilmore and the guys have put together in our engine shop. It's amazing to stand back and watch what all's going on, and to be at the test and see the organization. Mark McCardle holds meetings constantly with our competition area, and we're the most organized. I think the teams, these drivers here, all can lean on each other. We all are one big team going out to win. Same with the nationwide guys. I couldn't be prouder and more excited about getting into a year and getting it started than what we are right now.
Great, thank you. As I mentioned, we do have one new partnership announcement that we're really pleased to make this morning. We've been working on this for a couple of years. It's an organization that shares the same kind of values and the same kind of hard work and competitive spirit that Richard and his team do. And so it's with great pleasure that I announce today that we have a new official oil partner, and that's Lucas Oil. So as I said, we've been working on this for a couple of years. Have really developed some great products with the help of Forrest Lucas and his team. And so we believe that having Lucas Oil as a partner is really going to be another major competitive advantage for us, and we hope that in return we can help them sell some more motor oil. They've had a major commitment to motorsports throughout the U.S., have been involved in NASCAR before, and we're really, really pleased to welcome them back to motorsports' biggest stage, and I know they're really, really happy to be here. So I'd like to introduce the Chief Operating Officer of Lucas Oil Products, Tom Fredrickson. Tom, thank you for your support. We're really looking forward to the partnership.
Well, we are as well. On behalf of Forrest and Charlotte Lucas, I want to take the opportunity to thank Richard and his amazing team. As Tori mentioned, this has been a 2-year process of a technical partnership that has included many of his team members and a lot of our team members. We're really looking forward to it. To expose our products and our product development to the highest level in the extreme conditions that it's created. We're looking forward to the challenge. I want to take an opportunity to thank on my end two of our team members, Brian Smith, who is with us. He is our business development director and worked tirelessly on this project to get it done, to provide RCR and ECR with the lubricants that'll take them into the future. And also our head chemist and technical director is Mark Nagus. He couldn't be here. He would have loved to have seen this. He loves this. So, and Richard, everybody on your team, from Richie to Andy to everybody on, the communication and the work that has gone into this has been outstanding. And we thank you, and we look forward to a real long-term relationship and good things in the future.
At this time, we'll open the floor for some questions. I'd like to begin with a guy who's been waiting 8 years to get a hard card, Mike Neff. Congratulations, buddy. We need the microphone right up here, front row. He's in the front row.
Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate it. I'd like to direct this one to Ty. Brother Austin's got a Truck Series title, and you didn't get one, and you're making that move up to Nationwide. Was there any thoughts entertained, because you've got an ARCA title and he doesn't, was there any thought about sticking around in trucks one more year and trying to win a title?
Not really. We kind of set the goal last year was to win the championship in the Truck Series, and our plan was to move on to the Nationwide Series. So we kind of started working on that early in the year, and we really worked hard for that championship, and I would definitely wanted to get it to match Austin for sure. But I guess the only thing I got over on him last year is I won 2 races and he only won 1. So, but no, I really wanted to match what Austin did with his guys in the Truck Series, and maybe we can try and one up them this year and win a Nationwide championship first year out.
Stan? We'll know it's your voice, don't worry.
So my apologies. Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. Richard, there's a day coming, approximately 3 weeks, a Sunday, the Daytona 500. You'll be able to walk out there onto pit road before the start of the race, and there will sit the 3. How important to you is that day, and what will it mean to you?
It's yeah, thank you, Stan. It's important. I've been watching the 3 run with Austin and Ty both in the Nationwide and the Truck Series, and it's been special. But that decision to bring the 3 back, it's going to be really neat to see it out there that morning when I walk out there. But I watched it test in Daytona. It was really neat. But that decision was actually made 14 years ago when Dale and I was talking about his retirement and what he was going to do when he retired, how he wanted to help me with the 3 and the team to go out and put a driver in it that could win championships and win races. And, it was not in the plans at all to put anybody in the car until the right person was there. Yeah, if Dale Jr. would have wanted to do it, or Kelly Earnhardt or Kerry or now Jeffrey, whoever, it would be an Earnhardt or one of my family would get in that 3 car. But that decision was made 14 years ago as me and him sat in an old car there in the rain one day talking about his retirement, and on several occasions, actually. It will be special for all of us, I'm sure.
Jim Utter?
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. For Ryan, a year ago at this media tour, you talked a lot about the uncertainty that you faced having a 1-year deal with Stewart Haas. What is your perspective? How is it so much different this season now with Richard Childress Racing kind of having an established home? And how do you think that might, you still were able to have a pretty good season, even facing all that, how do you think it might improve with your new surroundings?
Excuse me. I think that, last year was unique in the essence that we built a new crew, a new team around our car with the 39 at the time, and that led to a little bit different type of excitement because we knew what we had for the previous 4 years, from a car standpoint and performance standpoint, but and the pieces and the bolts and the nuts that made it happen. But this year it's just entirely different from a contract standpoint. I separate that from the racing perspective. From a racing standpoint, I can sit in that race car and not even think about where my name is written on a piece of paper anywhere. It's really about just going out there and driving the race car. So it's a little bit of weight off my shoulders, more so when I'm out of the race car than when I'm in the race car. My point is in the race car, I'm still doing my job, focused on what I have to do and what we have to do to get track position and stay out front. So it gives me a little weight off my shoulders to answer your question, but in the end, we still have to try to focus to win the races.
Next question.
Wolfgang Monser from Germany, Ranchford Press Agency. One question to all of the Sprint Cup drivers. With these new rules and qualification similar to F1, this is a new approach you enter qualifying?
We'll have to start watching F1 qualifying a little more.
I think we're still waiting to hear the whole story on qualifying. How they allow you to cool down the cars, tires, stuff like that. So I think there's still a lot to be for us to know. I think it's pretty cool though that you get a couple shots at qualifying. We like to go fast, and qualifying is the fastest lap of the weekend, and get a few stabs at it.
Yeah, I think it's going to bring some excitement. I know within 10 minutes after the announcement, sitting around with our guys in Nashville, we had already come up with like 40 ideas, and we didn't know the real rules yet. So it's going to be interesting trying to see what the advantage is to it, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people trying different things.
I think the real interesting part's when we come back to Daytona in July, and you have a pack of cars, and you have team influence, and the situations that could come about with guys bailing out of a draft after you've posted a lap. And the thing that I thought about actually on the way down here is most of you guys that are in the media center know that NASCAR's timing and scoring is not exactly always up and running, and that's our tool to be able to tell when to shut it down and things like that, so that we can be the best that we need to be in those situations and get the time that we need to. So there's some things that I think that will come up that'll be totally unique in different places at different times, but I think Daytona and the drafting sessions like that and qualifying are going to be really unique for us.
Anyone else? This will be the last question, just so you know.
Okay, my apologies. Richard, we've heard about all your drivers and everything, but it has to be one of the most important things during an off-season are pit crews. What have you done this year to enhance your pit crews?
I wish Mike Dillon was up here. He could answer that better than me, but we've got a great workout regiment. These guys have really worked out. Mike kind of oversees moving the people around, picking the right people, going out and doing surveys to get the people to do the job. That's a really important part, Stan, of our sport. Track position is so huge, and we work really hard on it. We got great guys. Eric runs him and his whole group up there. I couldn't be more prouder of what they put together. We had some really good pit stops last year, so looking forward to it again this year.